Have Dhiraj Rabha in conversation with Mr. Rishi Bora. Ladies and gentlemen, Dhiraj Rabha is an emerging artist from Bora, Assam, whose work deeply explores personal identity and communal memory. Growing up in a former Alpha detention camp, he draws on his experience to address themes of loss and violence. Mr. Rabha holds a bachelor's in political science and bachelor of fine arts in painting, culminating in a master of fine arts from Kala Bhavan, Vishwabharati University, Shantiniketan. His accolades include the Prince Claus Seed Award and participation in the Coach Peers Residency in 2024. Mr. Rabha has exhibited at the Serendipity Arts Festival and received a production grant from the India Foundation for the Arts in 2022. His practice involves site-specific installations and research-based projects, reflecting a commitment to bringing social narratives into public consciousness through community engagement. He continues to illuminate the intricate connections between identity, context, and memory. Mr. Rabha draws from the evocative memories of a Rabha tribal kitchen, where the bamboo structure, known as the Ongari, preserves items above the fire in layers of smoke. This installation transforms the Ongari into a powerful metaphor, with its burning embers and smoke symbolizing both the warmth of preservation and the haze of obscured histories. To carry forward the conversation with Mr. Rabha, we have Mr. Rishi Bora, who's an eminent sculptor, painter, photographer, and a teaching faculty member who's been associated with Vishwabharati University, Shantiniketan for the last 2 decades. Sir, thank you for being here with us on the stage. Yes, we'll request to kindly felicitate Mr. Rabha. Rishi sir has been with us since day one, and we experienced his very engaging session with Stutiba yesterday. So, sir, again, thank you for joining us.
Thanks very much. Unfortunately, the slides are quite dark. I mean, some of the slides, I hope you can see properly. So, the first time I met Dhiraj was in Kala Bhavan. Those of you who do not know what Kala Bhavan is, it's an art institute under the Vishwabharati University in Shantiniketan. So I was in the admission committee, and I think I was the vice principal also at that time. And the interview was going on for the new students. And this guy comes in, and we asked him, "Where are you from?" So he said, "Gwalpara." And immediately I was very excited to find somebody from Gwalpara like me. And then we had a conversation. And then he declared that, so we asked him, "What does your father do? Or what is your family about?" So he said, "My father is an alpha." Alpha. So we were quite taken aback. And then we asked some regular questions. But the thing is that he got the admission and he became our student. So the most important thing is that Dhiraj, after coming to Shantiniketan, I think all his growing up in a detention camp that he is going to talk about, he opened up in Shantiniketan because that's a space which has lots of, lot of freedom of expression. One can interact with the other students in their own way. And Dhiraj really opened up in the first 4 years when he was an undergraduate, and then he also did the masters. So, uh, and he was brilliant. I must say that he is now one of the most accomplished young artists in this side of the country. So I am not going to talk too much because Dhiraj is going to show some slides and his childhood memories, and he will talk about the Ongari. And a few minutes back, he was a little apprehensive that he was telling me that I am not very articulate. So I told him that I am also not very articulate. We are arty but not articulates. So you must forgive us if.
Yeah, maybe that's why we choose visual arts to express ourselves. So okay, so that's why I'm not good at like speaking or express my process. So I'm sharing my work processes here only. So and I just can share my work process and stories behind it because yeah, that's it. So from here, myself Dhiraj Rabha. So actually I born in a very pristine village called Bora. It's like Assam Meghalaya border. But in 1999, when my father was surrendered from Ulfa, so who don't know, Ulfa was a rebellion group. So after that, then we moved to Gwalpara district. There was a ex-Ulfa like rehabilitation camp. Then actually I grew up there. So from childhood, I thought it's a very normal thing for me. But when I was in a Santiniketan, then I saw that whole stories from the different perspective. No, then I started to explore more about this. Then, then here I'm sharing one of my final master's final year display, and after that, so this project was started at 2020 from 2020, and from that time I started to research about this project more. So from childhood, I know lots of stories of insurgency in Assam and whole Northeast, but when that because I know these stories from my mother, no, because my father was not in my our home all the time, so I heard stories from my mother only, because then I thought like, okay, why uh, because there is lots of stories there, no? Why, okay, let's go to other people's also and hear the stories also. So okay, so here in the first floor, we had a final year display. Then for the display, I created a watchtower here because in our camp there is a watchtower. So why I chose the watchtower? Actually, from the watchtower is always in the middle, no. So he can see outside also, but inside also. It's like a connection. He can see both inside and outside. And I wanted to create in the middle. So and I invited every people and viewers from that watchtower. So please come to my zone and see the different stories. Okay, can you go next? So yeah, it's pretty dark. So this is the starting point of my installations. So there were multiple portraits of, and there is like some poems also written about rebel poem. And there's inside there is a bridge, and there is a small soundtrack about our Rabha community soundtrack about Panchuna Dalai, which sung in like when it's a death song kind of. So that is also there, but we can play also that song, including with my yeah presentation also, or we can uh, at the last also. Can you go to presentation again? Okay, open the next. So this is the whole area I installed there. So okay, we can go next also. Yeah. So there is like there is like a small watchtower kind of forms also there. So I created a small watchtower, and in the time of period 2 years, I have interviewed like 40 to 50 peoples who are like a former Ulfa group. So they shared their stories and their perspectives there. From their interview, I chose some statements there and I wrote there. So it was there, so people can see inside that camp. And then next, yeah, and at the
So what is this song about? Can you explain a little bit?
Oh, okay. In our Rabha culture, when someone died, so this song is the played.
It's a mourning song.
Yeah, yeah. It's not like-
Something somewhat like a Rudali,
Yeah,
maybe.
some no, no. Previous wordings are like, and there is a, like in our belief, we believe there's a dove bird, no? So our souls are turned into dove bird. So say you mourning about that about saying is that about the bird, you know. Okay. Next.
What are these small uh, poems or?
These are lines from the interviews, which I took from the interviews only.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Of the ex-alpha militant groups. So I interviewed 40 to 50 people at that time. So I wanted to actually, it's not an interview kind of thing. I just wanted to hear their stories, what their perspective on the whole insurgency situation and all. Uh,
Sorry. Okay. Can you?
this
This
line was
is. She came out with a small child in her heart and the endless battle of life. For the endless battle of life. It's this one. Can you show this one? Yeah. Killing armed militants is one thing, but dragging a militant's mother out of her house in the middle of the night and shooting her, it's a question mark. Yeah.
these are like small quotes only. So I wanted to, I actually, this were recorded audio also, but I wanted to just put it inside a small hole so people can enter and just see one and one only. So, and okay, next. So, and at the end, next, yeah. So at the end of the display, there is like a small room kind of thing where like there is a archives were there. I created a room kind of structure where there is like multiple speakers. There's like 80 to 90 speakers which are compiled of some like news archives which depicting the whole situation in a way. And there's in the middle there is a headphone. So where the militant the whole like interviews were there, so they are depicting their stories in a different way, and the how like news and a whole like yeah other like state narratives also depicting the whole stories in a different way. So there is the contrast are there, so viewers can go there and listen the story like both things in this. And I'm not like this is or which one or because there is two different realities, no? So people can it's upon to viewers which one you want to like believe and all. So I can next. No, it's a PDF, no? Yeah, this is a part of one installation. Yeah.
This is one room which is the mural department. And he transformed the whole room into the kind of detention camp,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Not cam
With
like I wanted to just show the whole research in a way. So actually, the part of a research actually.
create the ambience of the,
Yeah.
the camp. Watchtower.
Okay. Next. Okay, these are some of the archives of that installation. So these archives are from like 90s, where like the Assam movements were also there. Yes. There was Assamese also, yeah, other tribes also, Boro, Rabha, and Assamese. In Gwalpara, there is like Rabha is like there is lots of Rabha communities also there, because that time maybe I thought tribes are lots of tribes of Gwalpara was also part of that movement. From there's like in there's this movements whole in all over the Assam. There's like multiple groups are there. In from the Gwalpara, there's like some Rabhas and Boros is also there. Documents also, documents of secret killings and all. And there is like and there is some photographs which I like developed in during the project, which is these are like recent photographs of that inside of the camp, so I displayed there too. Okay, next. So these are some of the photographs. I don't know, it will not look. No, it's okay. uh, not every photographs are online, yeah.
Are these archival photographs from 20 years ago?
Yeah, from 90s 91 to like 99, in that time period. Yeah. So at the final, actually, yeah, this is the actually place. This is the actually camp, the main camp gets. So I wanted to display inside the camp actually the whole project. So my main intention was to display here actually. So but I displayed the half of the research in that display in the like when I was in the master's final year. But after that I displayed whole project here only. So
Here,
because
here means what?
here means in the camp. So in my home, like.
How did they allow you to create this thing there?
So I took permission for that, and I wanted to, because yeah,
That's very
from who are
interesting.
living there, yeah, because I am also living there. Yeah, and like
These are detention
yeah,
camps.
and like yeah, yes. Hmm. Yes. Yeah. Hmm.
It's not a detention camp.
It's
He's saying that this is a rehabilitation camp and not a detention camp, and there's a difference between the
difference.
two.
Yeah.
But why do you say detention camp in your write up about this?
Yeah, because from the first we felt like this also, because if you say like if government give this place for like okay for your safety kind of, no, okay, we'll guard you from the village, we moved here, no. So because that time it's not safe to stay in a village, but one way it's like a surveillance area also, because we can go near different places also, no. So in both way, like if I see now, like it's like very different stories from both sides. I can't say like particular word for this. Like,
So
yeah,
so these are basically alpha who surrendered.
yes, yes,
Yeah. So
yeah,
so there was another group of people who are known as Sulfa,
yeah,
surrendered alpha.
mm-hmm. Yeah,
This is also
yeah. It's very complicated.
so even if you are there for rehabilitation, you also they also have a surveillance on you,
Yes,
Right.
ongoing.
yes.
Okay.
So and because this space is like this is not for like for other no, common people, so people can't go inside that place, and always these walls are like huge, so people always curious what is inside that place, no, and some still believe okay maybe they have still guns and all kind of. So I always at the first there is like 400 families were there. Now it's only four families. Now because now the situations are normal, so people can go outside, so they can go back to their villages and yeah, so I wanted to open up this space for common people and invited everyone inside, and along with my display they can see the whole situations. And I actually wanted to create a generate a space for conversation actually. So from I wanted to different perspectives also about the whole situations. So yeah, yeah, yes.
I mean, the camp still exists, or
Yeah, there is like 4 families inside there.
Dhiraj,
Yeah, I am also there.
your father is still there.
Yes.
uh,
Okay, from my through you can go.
we have to take permission from Dhiraj Rabha.
Camp commander.
So how did you show this in the Bengal Biennial?
Yeah.
Did you transfer and reconstitute and rebuild the installation in Shantiniketan?
No, that was another installation.
That was another
not
one.
This
That
one.
is
Not
another
this
one.
one.
Yeah. Here I have displayed multiple ways. There is like here I have developed a VR project also, so people can go upstairs and people can experience the whole thing from the archives and all. This was like a real time video I
A
have developed.
VR.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Next. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, these are the real space for there. The walls are. I don't want it to decorate this space for the display. I just keep keep that like this only. Because today, yeah, I thought it will be like big doors. That's why I arranged like this. And today is like small one. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Next one. So yeah, these are also some of the archives. If you can see, these are archives from the. These are all in a Bhutan border camp when they were in the time of training period in the Bhutan border and all. These are like from 91 to 98 in between that time.
So
Yeah. Yeah. Yes. That time.
these are training camps.
Yeah, these are the training camps in Bhutan.
So these are the images of the training camp. Actually, we can see a person with a rifle, you know.
Which group?
I don't know that much. Yeah. Okay, next. So, and another part I have developed this installation also. It's like a like temporary tent where they will also make this in the jungle. So inside the tent, okay, next one. Inside the tent, I have developed the same sound installation when I was did my masters. So the sound transform into like carnivorous plants. So it's like a, because these plants are also have the dual characters. No, it looks beautiful and like fragrance, but also same time the dangerous also. The same narratives also there. There is like dualities also there.
Why are these plants dangerous?
It's not dangerous for us. For like insects, these are like carnivorous plants.
These are carnivorous plants which
Yeah, it's like fly traps. Yeah, yeah, Venus fly traps.
fly trap.
No, no, I created this with paper mess. Yeah, desert plants. Yeah, desert leaves are also there. Yeah, and
That tent,
yeah, yeah, we can call it mixed media. Here I have created the whole structure with the paper mesh and net, and I have did this color with the like there is like bioluminescence color also. It's called yeah, glowing. Yeah, in the UV light, it's glowing. It's reacted.
So in the middle you have
did,
put small speakers, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Inside of the flowers, there
what-
is speakers.
It's an installation.
It was open for 5 days. The whole installation I did like for 1 month. Yeah. Yeah, I have.
When, when your father or you, when you lived in the camps, do you live in those tents?
No, like these tents I have developed from their previous like knowledge of like how they lived in the jungle.
So they told you
Yeah.
that they used to live in tents
Uh-huh.
like that. And so you reimagined it
Yes.
and you created it.
Yeah.
Okay.
How long was your father an active alpha?
He joined in a 83 and surrendered in a 99. It's almost like 14 to 15 years. Yeah.
What happened to your home, your father's home? Why is he living in the camp?
Now we have like we don't have home now. Like this is only our home.
Yeah, the camp,
Yeah.
the rehab center.
But what happened to it? How did you
Because we have land. We have land in our village because there is nothing. There is no home there. Because after marriage only my father joined the Ulfa group. So yeah. Yeah, we had a small house, like mud house kind of. Now it's no more there. Yeah.
You will be.
I wanted to go. uh, let's see if my father like okay, let's go to village now. It's like
So it's very complex for him,
yeah.
complicated for him.
Maybe 60 plus.
So before,
No, there is no facilities of that. Because still the land is also in like in a case of court. Like my father's is still with the court. Yeah. No, not like this. Just to want to stay for that. Like.
can I just ask the timeline? So rehabilitation camp or whatever, or detention camp. How old you were there?
I was 4 years old
Okay.
at the time in
So
19.
where was your mother for almost 15 years? Was she with your father in the Alpha camps?
No, she
Where-
was alone. She was in a village. So actually, yeah, she have
But there
lots
was
of
no, I
stories.
mean-
Yeah, because from my father's side, I know different stories. From my mother's side, there's like very different stories because my father was in a ulfa, so he was always run out like here and there in the jungle. But my mother suffered most because at that time, like when APSPA was there and Bajrang operations were there, if like armies were like don't get my father, then they can kill my mother also, no? Yeah, so like so my mother's also always running here and there. Actually, she gave birth of my elder sister in a jungle only when she was running from the army. So like this. So like this we.
So your father used to visit your mother, right?
Yes.
And then go out again. Yeah. And what is Ongari? I mean, it's in the
Yeah,
title, but I never heard this word.
Okay, yeah, I will explain there
Ah, okay.
because that's installations are also there. Okay, next.
It's only second slide.
Okay, next again. This is also part of the installation. So, okay, you can stay here. Again, the whole PDF is no, no, next one. Just zoom out. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. So. So. So actually, I like to create space rather than like only displaying some photographs or like my paintings. Although I am from painting department, but I really like to create like transform space in a very different zone. So that's why I always experiment with sound, lights, and sometimes videos and all. So here, after 40 interviews, I developed a documentary film also with the 5 characters where I visited again and again. So here also there's like Malati Rabha and like Anthony Rabha was there, like Madhu Rabha is also there. So here Malati Rabha is sharing one of her story actually about so Malati Rabha is also a Ulfa member, and her husband was also part of that. But when her husband like got killed, then she also like when she also caught by the army, so she have only one necklace from her husband. That is also like took from like her. So she just embroidered her like necklace here in the room wall, and she is showing us this is the only one memory I have left from my husband. And actually, she that time she don't wanted, she don't know about Ulfa and all. From childhood, she liked the white dress of nurse. In her village, one nurse keep visiting. And that time, she really liked dress. Like in white dress, wow, it's like it looks very beautiful. But when she heard about that Ulfa group, some Ulfa group is like recruiting female for the nurse training, she just jumped and just went there. Like then she shared like, okay, although she got the training, but she ended up with the camouflage dress. So like, I never got the white dress, but with the camouflage dress. Yeah, it's a very different story. So everyone has very different kind of stories there. Yeah, and because like she married in the training camp na jungle, so after like coming mainstream, her husband home also don't accept her, no, so because they don't know whether they're married or not. And in her home also she ran out from home, so she can't stay in a home also. So then she built a home nearby a hill alone only because she don't have child, so that's one is her home also. Yeah. No, not now. Yeah. Yeah.
This is your village?
This is her village. Yeah, nearby my
Her
village
village.
only. Yeah.
This is her village.
This is in a nearby Agia. Yeah. There is a Ojagar Pahar was there. Besides Ojagar Pahar is there. Yeah, I'll go there. Okay. So these are some charcoal drawings I did in my like bachelor's and master's time. Okay, next. These are like large drawing, 14 feet by 5 feet drawings, charcoal drawings. Yeah, all the time it's depend to the site. Right. Okay, then this one I displayed in Serendipity Art Festival in Goa. So there I only got a small room like from the half of this room, and the curator wanted to display one of my previous work I did in my bachelor's final year. So here I created a home only. So from that my drawing I created a home. Yeah, charcoal drawing. So why I created a home of paper, like because paper is very fragile, no? Because everyone, what is the notion of home is for the safe and the nest. But I wanted to like portray them as like temporary and fragile, like charcoal drawings also na, it's unpredictable. We can't predict the lines of charcoal. It can break anyway, anytime. So yeah, next one. So here also I have I created that contrast there. Then next slide. So there is a window there outside, and there is a inside. There is two videos there. From window, if you say like yesterday also, we are talking about inside and outside stories, no? So there is also I wanted to explore that idea here. So if you see from the window, there's like a very different stories are there. But if you really experience some different stories from inside, the inside there is like different projections are there. So I recreated the whole stories there. So these are some of details of the drawing. Okay, and this display I did in Delhi. It's like a part of the coach Pierce residency. So this work I really like because here there's like if you see the first glance, it's like a very empty room. No, I just created a corner there. Yeah, there is like a poem there, and there's like only a corner in the room, an empty room. So why I chose this, because my tendency is always fill up the room with lots of materials and also that people can understand easily. But in Delhi, I felt like because how we see Delhi, Delhi in a central India, the power, whole power, and from Delhi, it's like, okay, we're in the northeast, it's a very corner kind of thing. So I create a corner, and the corner there is only a small sound of there. So if people enter in the room, at first glance it's an empty room, but there is something is happening in the corner. And the spotlights also, in my work there is no spotlights. Here is the spotlight. If viewers enter, spotlight in their face. It's like a one of like critique for them. It's like you are in a spotlight. If you want to see the stories, you have to come to the corner and you have to experience
It's
it like this.
amazing. This is
So
amazing, amazing.
okay, next one.
This is one of the best works of
So
Dhiraj.
in the corner there is a small hole. Cutouts were there. So in the inside there is like small videos were there, and there was like if you really go to corner, then you can see the visuals and all. Uh, okay, next one. Yeah, now I'll say about the Ongari. Okay, Ongari word is actually in our Rabha tribe. We used to make this kind of structure in our kitchen. Maybe in lots of tribal kitchen also there in Naga and Manipuri also. So we used to make this kind of stacks for like smoke. Yeah, the smoke of like our meats and like dry fishes and all to preserve like for long time, no? So we can eat for long time. So in the middle, I wanted to create this kind of kitchen of structure because lots of the stories what I heard about from my mom in the kitchen setup. No? So I wanted to recreate that kitchen setup here so people can sit in the middle and they can hear the stories from there. So that's in the middle. I did as I installed a speaker there. And from outside I displayed photographs of my mother and some archives also there. Yeah. Okay. Next display. Yeah, like this. Ah, okay, next to the Sarah photograph. Yes, I have grandmother. She is in village. Yeah, 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 yeah. So okay, just pause here. So here I have experimented some sound also. So this was a custom built some sound speakers also. So here, what it called jili poka is like the cricket sound of crickets were like this.
Crickets, yeah.
So with the interviews I have created a ambient sound also. So what the if you go to close to the cricket it stops, no. So I created that speaker with the sensor. If you go closer, then it will stop. Then if you go like this, the whole ambience was like this. So these are some of the photographs and archives also with them. There's like 8 speakers like for surround sound.
What is the basic idea of this?
About that.
What is the basic idea of this?
At first, I just wanted to create that ambience of the sound. Then after the ambient sound, there is like the horn owl sound is also there, cricket sound is also there. Then I thought, why it's like a only sound, no? It can be like little bit engagement. I can develop little bit engagement with the viewers also. So when viewers can move there, so they can feel more like more engaging. That's why. This was installed in Kolkata, yeah. Not Kolkata, in Shantiniketan. Yeah. No, it was just for that program, yeah. Okay, here also I have displayed some videos like the coach. Yeah. Okay, next. Yeah,
They have to dismantle it, and
yeah.
yes, yes. It's the documentation that remains actually, you know.
So my works are like this. If you like visit to my work, then you can feel the whole essence. I just can like share now the memories of that display. These are some of the photographs I have like arranged here.
Sometimes big galleries, they try to acquire the whole thing, but that's very rare, rare. That's your mother?
My mother, her feet, yes, yeah. Okay, next one. Yeah. Actually, yeah. No, there is dry fish. Yeah. Yeah, actually, I always when I see her, no, in that site, it make me feel like she don't belong here, no, because she is not part of that movement and all. But still, when I saw her, like there is like big walls and she is working something. But for me, it's like she don't deserve here like this, no. So I always felt that, and I just started took some photographs there.
She came along with your father at that time in
Yeah.
Yeah, but she moved in.
After, yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's it actually. 99. Yes, surrendered. He surrendered, yeah. Bajrang was 91. No, after that, 99 we moved. Yeah.
So, thank you very much, Dhiraj. That was extremely engaging and thought-provoking.